It's to remind you of the impermanence of life. Like I said, this is all temporary. It is moving away. But you have to, like, grasp the opportunities that are in front of you during these moments. Hello, Virgo. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Please be sure to watch the general energy reading for Scorpio season and also check out your tarot scopes for your moon and rising sign. Let's see what Scorpio season has in store for you. Oh, right off the gate, things coming up. It's only happened a couple times tonight. Let's see. All right, first two cards out. Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Hanged Man. This is really interesting because the Five of Pentacles, I actually haven't seen it come up in a while. It's funny because it used to come up a lot and then I haven't seen it for a while, and now here it is for you. So the Five of Pentacles essentially means scarcity mindset. In reverse, though, it can be interpreted many ways. I've heard many different little interpretations or add-ons to this energy. And the one that really comes to mind for you this season is the resistance to leaving a situation that is causing you to have a scarcity mindset, or resistance to leaving a situation that is financially stable, but it might not be, like, emotionally stable. Like, the example that's coming up is if you're living at home with your parents. And it's good because, you know, some parents charge people rent, which is fine, depends on the situation. But a lot of the times they don't. So you're like, well, I don't have to pay rent, and I don't have to worry about a bunch of bills, and this and that and the other thing. But you're living with your parents. You're living with your parents, and, you know, they probably get to you. Like, all parents get to their children, especially their adult children. Like, it's good in, you know, there are a lot of societies where that's part of their culture, that they always live at home with their parents or their families. It's not a big thing here in the States. It's become a little bit more acceptable again, or more of a cultural, or more of a practice that is returned, is adults living at home with their parents. And there's all sorts of situations why that happens. But if you can get out of your parents' house, even though you have to, like, worry about, you know, extra bills and extra responsibilities, the freedom of being out from under their roof is a way bigger payoff than staying. Okay? I say this too because when cards are in reverse, it can reference the card in front of it, and this references the Four of Pentacles, which is also, like, a very stifling kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Staunch energy? Is that right? I'm gonna have to look that up, because that's what came to my head. Staunchy energy. It's like, when you're saving and you're saving and you're saving, it's like saving to the extreme, where you're not even enjoying your life, because you just have to save all your money. And I just heard them speak on this on a podcast, and I was like, that's it. That's that Four of Pentacles energy of where you're saving it, where you're so stingy. That's the word I'm looking for, stingy. When you're so stingy with your money and you're basically, like, hoarding your money, but you're living in a situation that's not fulfilling, or you're not living a life that's fulfilling, and you have the funds and the means to do it, but you're like, no, I gotta save, no, I gotta save, no, I gotta save. And they were saying on this podcast how, like, there are people out there who, and I can't remember which podcast it was, I think it's Someplace Underneath, which is really good, true crime podcast, that there are some people that will, like, because it's so important for them to save every penny, that they'll like live in filth. They're talking about how there's like certain billionaires out there that are just known to like not take care of themselves and like be stinky, even though they have all the money in the world and all the time in the world to do that. And then there are people that, you know, die with all this money, but they didn't, you know, they cut off all their family or friends, or like they had tunnel vision and decided that them saving their money was way better, was what they wanted to focus on. But you can't take it with you. That's a saying too. You can't take it with you. Is all that money gonna like go with you to the spirit world? You know? So it's like recognizing where you get that balance of having a healthy relationship with money, with, you know, possessions, with life, so that you are still enjoying everything that you've worked for. Moving on to the Hangman. The Hangman is the sacred pause. It's the illusion of feeling stuck, which came up for you last season. That you have the power to release yourself from the illusion of being stuck. But this stuckness is, like I said, a sacred pause. A pregnant pause. Not saying that anyone's pregnant, but like it's a pause that's filled with opportunity. And what's the word in my brain? And potential. And it's making sure that you're taking advantage of these moments of appearing to be stuck, but you're not actually stuck. It's giving you a pause to reevaluate, to learn something, to reorganize. So what is this then? So there's this, you're feeling a little stuck and you're almost getting like too stingy about what you're doing with your time, or what you're doing with your physical self and your money in the world. And it's like you're cutting off the opportunities that you could be cultivating during this time. So if you are like living at home for financial reasons, it's like, okay, well, what else could you be accomplishing besides just the financial stuff? Could you be like going through old stuff that you need to get rid of? Could you be getting a certification or a course? Like, if you're going to be in these situations, how else can you take advantage of where you're at? Or do you just need to get reconnected with yourself? Do you need a break? Do you need to pause? Do you need to meditate? Do you need to take long hot baths? Like, what do you need so that when you come out of this on the other side, you feel good? How are you treating yourself? Knight of Cups, the romantic of the nights, bringing you that nice cup. I feel like for you, though, with what's going on, this is you needing to romance yourself. Take care of yourself, fill your cup. Maybe romanticize your life a little bit so that you see what you're actually like working towards. And moving forward, but slowly. Again, with the night coming up, it's showing that like all of this is temporary. We're still in a movement here. It's just going a little slower, but it's giving you a chance to really look at where you are. Look at your reality. Look at what reality you're creating. Going deeper and asking what you really need on like a spiritual and emotional level. Okay? More slow movement. Six of Swords in reverse, just looking a little bit further quickly. Two of Wands in reverse. You're seeing where you want to go, but you are, all your minor arcanas here are in reverse. There's some little steps that you need to do while you're in this phase. Figuring out what you need to cut loose, cutting your losses, figuring out what you need to leave behind before you can move from choppy waters into the smooth waters. Figuring out who you are in the world, how you present to the world, how you're putting yourself out there. Because you got to figure out how you're not putting yourself out there too. There is still this thing about feeling like you're stuck. I just keep feeling like, but I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm stuck. I understand that. It can appear that way, but there's so much potential in what appears to be stuck. There's so much internal work you could be doing to unstick yourself. There's some major letting go that needs to happen this season. And some responsibility taking that has to happen this season also. That carries over from Libra season for sure. We have to take responsibility for what we're putting out there and what we're getting back. And you're having to really reevaluate how you're going to move forward from this. Because you're probably in this position because of some major changes that have happened. Or maybe you're in this position because some major changes need to happen. Okay? Scorpio season's great for changes. Alright. I'm going to pull you a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. Deep breaths, Virgo. Deep breaths. Take that one right off the top there. Fire. I saw this. This is the one I saw while I was shuffling. I was like, ooh, fire. That'd probably be a good one for Virgo. And there it is. There it is. Fire. Upright. So we'll read the invitation. That's probably there, you know, getting reconnected to your fire a little bit. Which is this Two of Wands in reverse is also the Ace of Wands, which is that spark. I call it the boner card because it gets you excited, gets you rock hard for life. And it just feels like you've been having a hard time getting in touch with that like deep excitement for life. I feel like you've maybe had like a shallow excitement for life, and now it's like, let's get deeper. The essence. Fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality, and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire, it is to be utterly transformed like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And that's perfect for Scorpio season. Go watch the general reading for Scorpio. For the Scorpio season, sorry. The invitation. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. See? I told you. Let it all go. Set it on fire. Time to walk away from... There's all this like old shit coming up that you just need to let go. Take this time to let it go. And it's to remind you of the impermanence of life. Like I said, this is all temporary. It is moving away. But you have to like grasp the opportunities that are in front of you during these moments. Okay? I believe in you, Virgo. I know you can do it. Please reach out to me if you need any extra support. I'm here for you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all of my notifications. And I will see you for Sagittarius season. Bye.